It's time. If you wanna be a champion, you gotta do the work. If you wanna be a world dominator, you gotta know your worth. Unleash potential and leave a legacy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you can find within the coaching seat. If you wanna be a champion, you gotta do the work. If you wanna be a world dominator, you gotta know your worth. Unleash potential and leave a legacy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you can find within the coaching seat.
Hey, everybody. I hope all is well. Listen, as you come into this room, let me know who you are and where you are signing in from. I'm super excited to be on tonight. And listen, if you are not already connected to our coaches community, it's our text community, I want you to text the word the coaching seat to the number 833-567-4252. I want to say hello to everybody that's on Facebook. Also, we're on YouTube as well as LinkedIn. So hello, everybody. Make sure you share this broadcast out because it is going to be awesome and amazing. This broadcast is specifically for all coaches, and we are going to give you a coaching tip that equips, and that specific tip is to incorporate andragogy. So we're going to incorporate andragogy. And what we do know about andragogy is that it is the study of adult learning. So it's being able to apply adult learning principles in what we're doing with the adults that we work with. Hello, Shaqui. I hope all is well. I'm just sharing this out to a couple more people. I want you to share this out, tag some people, especially coaches. So don't just tag anybody. Hey, Miss Karen, thank you for joining. I want you to tag some coaches, people who are self-identified as coaches, and also people who are maybe certified as coaches, and then those who you know who are leading other people. Those are what I call coaching leaders. So I want you to also invite them to join us this evening. I'm just making sure this is out and it is shared, and we are moving right along. So I just wanted to make sure, y'all, sometimes my social media does not act the way I want it to act. So I just wanted to make sure we were indeed live. So again, don't forget to share this out to your business friends, individuals you know who are coaches, especially ministry leaders. Get this out, okay? I am going to move this off the screen. Don't forget to join our text community at 833-567-4252. And all you need to do is text the word the coaching seat. But listen, no spaces in that, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you for tagging people. I want to let you know that we have a international champion influence coach and facilitator certification program happening October. Let me check the date, y'all, really quickly. It is happening October 1st through the 27th. So it's a 4-week distance education certification program, and it is packed with power. We have 80 coaches to date, and we're trying to get to 100 coaches. When we get to 100 coaches, we're going to have a wonderful celebration. So I want you to go to my website, which is thecoachingseat.com, to check out our certification program. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get into this conversation just a little bit. Let me get this off the screen. Let me get that off the screen. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to get right into this conversation. Your coaching tip that equips is to incorporate it andragogy. Okay. Andragogy. So listen, let me introduce myself because I have not done that. I am Toyinda Smith Carter, a best-selling author, a business consultant, master coach, public speaker, mentor, and the principal at the Coaching Seat. At the coaching seat, we are so committed, you all, to establishing ourselves as the leading minority and woman-owned small business provider of both online and in-person coaching education. All right. So our aim is to set the benchmark for excellence and innovation in the field. And we have a steadfast dedication to advancing coaching practices, that guarantees that our coaching clients, those who come into our program, benefit from this premier education and transformative growth opportunities. So we're all about making sure that the people who tap into the coaching seat are elevated. They're able to facilitate progress both in their own lives and also the people's lives that they are working with. So we really, really, really are bent on your success. And then I also teach people leaders to take a coaching approach to leadership so that attrition decreases. And what happens when attrition decreases, we're able to build better teams and increase employee engagement. And what that does is it shuts that revolving door. You're going to be able to retain the talent that you have. You're going to be able to retain the employees that you have. So we love to create that culture of coaching, collaboration, and communication. Super excited to have the ability also to certify coaches and facilitators. Now, me personally, you all, I love to reshape the mindset of individuals. What this does is it reignites their enthusiasm and it realigns them to their path for success. I've authored 3 books: The Handbook to Unleash Your Potential, The Handbook to Dominate Your Confidence, and The Handbook to Coach Yourself, all of which can be found on my website, thecoachingseat.com. All right, y'all. So we're going to get right into it. And by the way, let me tell you, what I do in terms of giving a coaching tip that equips. This is my way of giving back to coaches, coaching leaders, and those who are emerging in the coaching domain. It's really important for me to be able to help you to become a phenomenal practitioner of coaching. Again, we are setting ourselves up to be the the premier minority and woman owned small business provider of both online and in-person coaching education. So that's what we're doing. We are shifting into a new 10-year space of the coaching seat, and I'm super excited about it. So this is a part of our shift. It's a part of our scaling. And what I'm doing is I'm going to give you a tip because it's important for you to be a phenomenal practitioner of coaching. Because when all coaches coach well, then people speak well of all coaches. Can I do that again? When all coaches coach well, people then begin to speak well of all coaches. And if they're speaking well of all coaches, then you're more likely to be hired as a coach. You're more likely to be hired as a coach who is a speaker. You're more likely to be hired as a coach who is a facilitator. So that's important, very important to me as I move us forward in this business. So what I'm doing tonight is a portion of what I teach and mentor coaches on in our new Alliance for Professional Coaches. So in partnership with what we're trying to do with this 10-year shift is make sure that we provide a solution and an opportunity for coaching leaders, emerging coaches, and established coaches. So I'll give you a little bit of information about our Alliance for Professional Coaches. We want you to consider joining because it's a phenomenal solution to professional development for all coaches. So I'm just giving you a sneak peek. I'm going to give you a coaching tip, and the rest of this information will be housed in our Alliance community. All right, y'all ready to get going? Are y'all ready to get going? Y'all ready to get going? Let's go. So we're talking about your coaching tip that's going to equip you, and that is incorporating andragogy, okay? Incorporating andragogy. That word is so funny. But what it simply means is it's the art and science of adult learning. So because we work with adults, we can't necessarily facilitate progress in their lives from a traditional pedagogy, where when we were coming up in school, it was our teacher instructing us and we were taking notes and we would take a test. Well, in adult learning theories, adults come in with a certain amount of experience that they're able to add to the learning process. They come in very ready to learn. They are very problem centered. They're self-directed, and then they're also motivated by intrinsic factors. So what's an intrinsic factor, Toy? It's a sense of accomplishment. It's a purpose or meaning. So we are driven by those types of things, as most adults are driven by those types of things. So as we begin to talk about this adult learning, this science and art of adult learning, andragogy, it emphasizes that adults, number one, are self-directed. Go on and put that in the chat. For those of you who are also going to check this replay, put that in the chat. Everybody on YouTube and also LinkedIn, put that in the chat. So adults are self-directed. Number two, they bring prior experiences to the learning process. This is why we can't talk at adults in our training. Hey, Apostle Dr. Patrick Brown, thank you. That's my apostolic mentor, always here to push me. Thank you so much. Number two, they bring prior experiences to the learning process. Number three, they are ready to learn. Number four, they are problem centered. Yep, help me teach tonight. And they are motivated by those intrinsic factors. So what I want to do is I'm just going to deal with one area of this adult learning theory, how adults learn, and I'm going to deal with the self-direction tonight. Okay, y'all? Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Brown. I appreciate you. Okay, so self-direction. We're only going to deal with that tonight. You have to get the rest of this when you join the Coaching Seats Alliance for Professional Coaches. Believe me, it is packed in our coaches community. All right, so let's just deal with this self-direction. So the principle for adult learning as it relates to self-direction is adults prefer to take responsibility for their own learning. I'm going to put that in the chat. This is the principle connected, y'all. Let me see if I can get it in the chat. Connected to self-direction. Yes. Join. Okay, that's the principle. I put it in the chat, connected to self-direction. I'm going to drop that here on the screen. Adults prefer to take responsibility for their own learning. So when we are coaching them, when we are facilitating a workshop of some sort, when we are working with adults, we have to understand that they love to take responsibility for their own learning. So we have to create opportunities in the work that we're doing with them so that they can take responsibility. So we have to build those types of things in the situations, in the environment, the learning environment that we are providing for them. So that's really, really big. And let me tell you, that's going to get you a lot of money. When I facilitate my workshops, my trainings, you all, I ensure, even coaching, I ensure that I build in or I draw from adult learning theory. It has never failed me. It's never failed me. So if you are a person that believes you should just talk at your people, that you have to be the authority figure in the entire learning experience, you might not be invited back. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. You might not be invited back. So it's important to allow space. It's important to allow space for your adult learners to be able to take responsibility for their learning. Let me keep going. So if we think about this self-direction, we can think about what is the coaching element to this, right? Because this is a coaching tip that equips. The coaching element is the coaching client sets the agenda and takes ownership of their goals. So our role as a coach is not to direct them but to guide them. Let me drop that in the chat, y'all. Somebody put that in the chat. We're supposed to be guiding them and not directing them. Okay, so a lot of people, and this is a pet peeve of mine, I'm telling on myself, y'all, but a lot of people are mentoring in coaching meetings. A lot of people are they're directing, they're telling, they're consulting, they are being, listen, a supervisor. No, and no. Okay, so what we are supposed to be doing is guiding and not directing. Come on, Dr. Brown, I see you. We are guiding and not directing. And for everybody else who is on, y'all, drop y'all name in the chat, because I can't say hello to you because I don't see your name on. Okay, so we're dealing with a coaching tip that equips, and that is incorporating or including andragogy, which is simply this art and science of adult learning. All right, let's keep going. So we already talked about the self-direction. Adults prefer to take responsibility for their own learning. We talked about our responsibility as a coach, that we allow them to set the agenda, that we allow them to take ownership of their own goals, and that we do not tell them what to do. We don't direct them, but we guide them. So let's look at a scenario, okay? We're just gonna let's just tap into a scenario, and I'm almost done here. Well, actually, I have 4. So a coachee, here's your scenario. A coachee wants to improve their leadership skills. So instead of telling them what they need to improve, come on, y'all, I want to know who would immediately begin telling them what they need to do. Come on. Who would immediately tell them what they need to improve? So instead of telling them what they need to improve, we are to ask guiding questions that help them to reflect on their current leadership style. And then they have the ability from that point to determine what they need to develop. See, sometimes we as coaches think we need to be the authority figure. Well, see, coaching, let me talk to the wall. Coaching is a partnership, wall. Y'all, coaching is a partnership. We should be partnering with our coaches. I hope this broadcast is still on. It looks like it's frozen. Y'all, let me know if we're frozen or if we're on. I feel like I'm a little bit frozen. Let me know if we are on or if we are frozen, okay? Okay, it looks like we're on. All right. So in all seriousness, you all, we are to partner with our coaches. We're to partner. Thank you all. I see you. We are to partner with our coaches and not be an authority figure towards them in that coaching conversation. So if that's the scenario, they're wanting to improve their leadership skills, what we want to do is ask those guiding questions or those meaningful questions or those powerful questions that help them to reflect on their current situation. So one question here is, what are the leadership qualities you feel most confident about? I love that. What are the leadership qualities you feel most confident about? All right, so it gives them an opportunity to begin to reflect. And since we're doing a little coaching here, I want you all to please answer that question. We all want to improve. We all want to grow, all right? And so let's say we all want to grow in our leadership. So I'm asking you all tonight, come on in the room. What are the leadership qualities you feel most confident about? All right, I'm going to drop mine in the chat as well. Okay, so what do you feel? What are your leadership qualities that you feel most confident about? I'm going to put mine in. Let's see. Relational, execution driven, task oriented. I'm putting mine in the chat, and I don't know how to type and talk to y'all at the same time, okay? All right, y'all. Task oriented. More consistent. And responsible. All right, I'm waiting for y'all. I've already typed mine. I put mine in the chat here. What I said is that, let me put the question. Oh, I didn't even put the question in the chat, y'all. So I'm going to drop this question in the chat, and I really do want y'all to answer it before I move forward. And we're not going to stay here that long. This is the question on the table. Let me bring that up to the front. All right, y'all. Here's the question. What are the leadership qualities you feel most confident about? What are the leadership qualities you feel more confident about, most confident? So I said that I'm relational, execution driven, right? Let's get it done. I'm task oriented, consistent, and responsible. Those are my leadership qualities. Dr. Brown says he's an empathetic listener. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Y'all continue to put y'all's the qualities that you're most confident about. I'm going to keep going because I don't want to be on here all night. Another question is out of the ones you're confident about, which ones do you believe need further development? Not out of those, but which qualities need further development? All right. Cherise, thank you. She says, I'm a great listener and very responsible. Awesome. Awesome. So which qualities do you believe need further development? So these are questions that if we were coaching somebody in a scenario that wanted to improve their leadership skills, these are questions we can ask. Another question we can ask is, how do you envision taking responsibility for your growth as a leader? Yeah. So what this does is it puts ownership back on your coachee or the person that you're working with. I have a couple more examples. Say we are coaching a person who is exploring a career change, but they're unsure of the direction to take instead of it. Okay, they're unsure with how to move about this whole thing. And so what we are to do is not provide answers. Remember, we are asking those reflective, those powerful questions for them. But what we're going to ask is powerful questions that's going to empower them and give them the ability to draw on their experiences. Because remember, hey, Coach Kawan, remember, y'all, when we are using these adult learning principles and practices, adults are self-directed. So we are drawing on this andragogy. We're drawing on this, and we are taking an approach to coaching with that in mind. So because they are self-directed, we're going to empower them to draw on their own experiences and values to make informed decisions about their next steps. I'm going to give you a couple of questions for that. But let me pause because Kawan says that she says guiding them to connect their skills, talents, and learning to their purpose work. Okay, I love that. I love it. To their purpose work. Coach Kawan also certifies coaches. She is heavy in nonprofit leadership. She has an anthology out. She has a documentary that I believe may still be on Netflix, but you can drop that information in the chat, Kawan. Okay. So thank you for sharing that. Here are some questions that we could ask our coachee who is dealing with the career transition. So here it is. And listen, some of this I need to answer for myself. Okay, y'all, I'm dealing with a career transition right now. I told y'all that we are expanding. We are positioning ourselves for the next 10 years out. And so I'm in a career transition. All right. What aspects of your past roles have been most fulfilling? Oh, y'all, this is good. I love that. Let me put that in the chat. Okay, let's put that in the chat. And these are questions that you can work with your coachees on. This is what you can work with your coachees on as you are helping them with career transition, if that's something that you're working with them on. Okay, so after they answered that question, how can those experiences guide your next career move? I love that. I love it. I love it. How can those experiences guide your next career move? See, as coaches, we are giving them an opportunity to provide a descriptive response, to really go and dig and explore what they believe that they could do, to explore solutions, to problem solve for themselves. And I love this. And this is why this is a partnership for coaching. All right. The next question we could ask when they're dealing with the career transition is, how do your core values align with the kind of work you envision doing in the future? How do your core values align with the kind of work you envision doing in the future? So I love that question connected to career transition. Let me see what Shaqui is saying. Shaqui says, I am an out-of-the-box problem solver and very transparent when responding with a tone that helps others feel comfortable receiving feedback. I love that, Shaqui. I think you were on when I was talking about giving feedback and how our purpose is to just improve the person, but also to make sure that they're able to, we're in a restorative relationship, but it's all about improvement. So thank you for sharing that. I love that. Shaqui, I hope that you can join our Alliance for Professional Coaches. Kawan, I'm going to send you a message about our new Alliance for Professional Coaches. It's for all coaches. And I'm going to send you a message about that to see what we can work out for your coaches that are in your program. So y'all don't forget, Kawan, put the link in connected to your She Pours, the film. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. I'm sorry, it's on Amazon Prime. Put the link in there, you all. I mean, Kawan, for the film. I was actually at the opening. I think it was called an opening, and it was just amazing. Also, you can put your information in about the products that you have. I like Kawan. All right. So those are two questions. I can also give you a third question. Okay, here's a third question. What skills or experiences from your previous roles do you feel will be most valuable as you consider this career transition? What skills or experiences from your previous roles do you feel will be most valuable as you consider this career transition? Awesome. Awesome, Kawan. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to give you one more scenario. This one is near and dear to my heart because I love it. I am a business coach and consultant. That's my main flow. That's where my oil flows. And of course, you know that we educate coaches as well. All right. So this is one of your clients is starting a new business. Okay. This coaching client is starting a new business, and they're considering entrepreneurship, but they're feeling overwhelmed by the task ahead. So we are not going to offer solutions. Come on, put that in the chat. Do not offer solutions. I have to say that to myself as well, because as a business coach, I can lay it all out. But they're hiring me for coaching versus being a consultant. If they were hiring me for a consultant, I'm laying it all out for them. But they're not. They're hiring me as a coach. Now, if they hire me as a coach and consultant, a business coach and consultant, I can switch my hats, right? Because if I'm going to coach a person who has a business, I'm mainly coaching the person, coaching themselves, okay? And then doing business work has everything to do with maybe the consultant side. All right, so they're looking at going into entrepreneurship, but they're feeling overwhelmed. And so we're not going to offer solutions, but what we're going to do is help them break down the process and determine which steps they feel most confident in handling. So this is all about empowering them to take control of their own entrepreneurial journey. Are y'all still with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you are flowing with me. All right, so here are a few open-ended questions here. We could ask them, what aspects of starting a business excite you the most? I love that. All right, so what aspects of business excite you the most? That's a good question that we can start with. Additionally, we can ask them, how can you leverage that energy to begin taking the first steps? Right? If you're excited about something, then how can you act on that? How can you move on that? Here's another one, you all. What tasks do you feel most confident handling as you embark on this entrepreneurial journey? What tasks do you feel most confident handling as you embark on this entrepreneurial journey? So that's another question for somebody that is a little hesitant about starting this new business, but they know they need to start it. Another question is to ask them how they can prioritize those tasks as well. Let me pause. I see some comments coming in the chat. Shaquille say, I love to build rapport with people, which then helps me to better communicate with others. It helps create more of a dialogue between people. Absolutely. Love that. Sharice says, tell them to take a step back and ask the 5 whys. Oh, we remember the 5 whys. Well, we sure can. So we could say that in this way. What would happen if you took a step back? Right? What would happen if you took a step back? Because as coaches, we ask what, when, where, who, and how. What, when, where, who, and how. So what would happen if you took a step back? All right. And then asking those 5 whys. Now, Cherise, we only ask those 5 whys because it's an activity. Because normally in coaching, we don't go there. But because we are bringing that in as an activity to pull from them, we can implement that. So thank you, Sharice. I love that. The 5 whys. All right. And then the last question we could ask maybe somebody who's starting a business is, what small achievable actions can you take this week? Or you can say, what small achievable actions can you take in the next 7 days? Because again, you don't want them to say, oh, I'm going to start in 30 days, because then we begin to tap into what's called the law of diminishing intent. Because the more you put it off, the more likely you're never to pick it back up. All right. So what small achievable actions can you take in the next 7 days that's going to move you closer to launching your business? All right, y'all. I have had fun tonight. Remember, when I opened this up, I told you there were 5 areas of adult learning theory, this science and art for adult learning. I just only dealt with incorporating this Andragogy, but specifically the first section of it, which is self-direction. Self-direction. There are 4 other ones, and you can find that information if you participate in, I'm going to pull it on the screen. If you participate in our new solution for all coaches, you don't have to be a champion coach. So this is for all coaches. And this is our new solution to help coaches to be their best selves. So this is the Coaching Seats Alliance. It's an alliance for professional coaches. And this is all about mentoring, providing education, professional development, and it's to train coaching leaders, established and emerging coaches. I love this. It's designed to elevate your coaching skills through innovative techniques and best practices. So the benefit to you is that you're going to be able to increase your earning potential. So as you refine your coaching skills and master best practices, people are going to want to work with you. All right. Everything that I do, I expect my coaches, the people who I mentor, the people who are also champion coaches, to do it and do it better. I need y'all to put do it and do it better in the chat. Come on. I expect anybody I mentor to go higher and further than me. Now I'm going to raise the bar down. The bar, listen, that bar going to be up there. But that's my expectation, is that they will be bigger and better, that they will go harder and faster. All right. And that's what I'm in place to do. I'm on the earth to create champions, period. And so that's what we're going to do. I want everybody that I work with to push out there and really facilitate progress. All right. So you're going to be able to increase your potential earning potential. That's a big deal. You're also going to enhance your professional reputation. You know that a good name matters. Come on, somebody, you know that a good name matters. Come on, Kawan, do it and do it better. Come on, do it and do it better. A good name matters. A good name matters. Put that in the chat. A good name matters. Okay. So when your coaching skills and your coaching has elevated, it has elevated, you're going to be able to enhance your professional reputation. So you're going to strengthen your leadership and also your coaching abilities. Come on, I see you. Hey, Minister Natalie, a good name matters. A good name matters. Kawan, I want you to meet Nana Lee. She does paintings. She does painting gatherings, art gatherings, and I think that would be a phenomenal activity when you do your coaches conclave or when you get your coaches together. Her name is Nana Lee Orgain. Nana Lee, if you could drop your information in the chat, because I want you to meet Kawan. She's phenomenal, and I think there's some partnership there. Hey, Erica, a good name matters. And listen, congratulations for being in Leadership Hartsville. I actually graduated from Leadership Hartsville in, I think, 2016. It's a phenomenal program. So congratulations on being included in Leadership Hartsville. All right. So benefit to you. If you join our Alliance for Professional Coaches, you're going to get what I just did at an expanded version. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you a little taste, a little tip of it. And it's amazing. That's right, Sharice. A good name matters. Come on. A good name matters. So increase your earning potential. Number 2, enhance your professional reputation. You're going to be the go-to expert. If you are Nana Lee, drop the link in the chat so she can just click on it. If you are a professional in a work environment, for example, you are leading a group of people will see you as the go-to expert. And I love that in the workplace. Okay. And then number 3, you get monthly mentorship, and it is going to be live. So you're going to get these types of mentoring and training and personal development and professional development, but you also are going to meet with me as a group, and we are going to give you actionable tips. I'm going to answer your questions, and we're going to strengthen your leadership and your coaching skills. So what's included? We're going to have interactive question and answering in Zoom. You get 15% off of my entire store, the coaching seat. If you go there, there's books, shirts, coaching cards. There's also we have a book to book. We have it's a lot. We have a public speaking course on there. We have book to book. That's for authors. We help them take their book and turn it into a signature talk so you can earn revenue. We also have, of course, our coach and facilitator certification. So you get 15% off our entire store when you are a part of our alliance. You also get the pre-recorded training modules, and they are available on demand. And then I give you templates and tools and industry reports. So there are coaching articles. I read a lot of articles connected to my craft, and you should too. Like in order to be a subject matter expert, you've got to immerse yourself in the subject. So I do a lot of that, and some of my most powerful articles and readings I've put together in one location so you don't have to go look for them. And then I'm going to update you every time your content drops. It's going to come in your email. So this is an introductory cost of $49 a month. You can subscribe on my website. I'll actually drop the link in. We should be going live pretty soon, okay, on this. And so I'll keep everybody posted when it's time. So I'm going to give you just a little sneak peek of what it looks like in there. So I love this. You have the opportunity to have access to articles, coaching forums. Again, you have our Zoom mentoring call, which is once a month, every Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. Yes, we are getting up to command our coaching morning for sure. Of course, the teaching modules, and also the articles and forms and templates. So I am packing this in because I want to make sure that we're doing it well, that we're coaching well. So again, you don't have to be a certified coach to be a part of this Alliance for Professional Coaching. Even if you're coaching and not certified, I want you to come into this space because it is going to develop you completely. And listen to me, coaching is a communication style. Coaching is a leadership style, and coaching is a conflict resolution style. So I have enjoyed my time with you all tonight. We do have a coach and facilitator certification program coming up October 1st through 27th. It is distance education, and we're trying to get to 100 coaches. We are at 80, and when we get to 100 coaches, y'all, I'm telling you, we're celebrating. I am going to throw the biggest event ever to celebrate that milestone. So we're looking to it. I'm really hoping that I could get there in 2025. Okay. So we're going to push out, and I think we could do it. So again, y'all check out our Alliance for Professional Coaches. It is a phenomenal comprehensive mentoring, education, and training for coaching leaders, individuals who are established coaches and individuals who are emerging coaches. I want you to pause that. I want you to join even our text community here, which is at, you just need the number 833-567-4252, 833-567-4252, and just text the word "the coaching seat," one word. Do not let the spaces come in there, okay? So I'm excited about what we're pushing towards in for the next 10 years, but it is our desire. We are committed. This is what we're doing for the next 10 years. We are committed to establishing ourselves as the leading minority and woman-owned small business provider for both online and in-person coaching education. And so I'm looking forward to it, y'all. We are pushing through, and we are going to do it. So I am Toya Smith Carter, and I've enjoyed my time with you. I'm going to sign out with my video. Y'all don't forget to just put something on your calendar about joining the Alliance.
It's time. If you wanna be a champion, you gotta do the work. If you wanna be a world dominator, you gotta know your worth. Unleash potential and leave a legacy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you can find within the coaching seat. If you wanna be a champion, you gotta do the work. If you wanna be a world dominator, you gotta know your worth. Unleash potential and leave a legacy. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you can find within the coaching seat.
All right, y'all. So we will see you next Thursday. for our coaching tip that equips. I'm not sure what we're going to do for that one, but it'll be good. It'll be good. All right, you all. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Serene. OMG, y'all. My buddy, my teammate from Purdue University is on. Serene Ross. She was a phenomenal big time. Serene, can you tell, did you go to the Olympic trials or the Olympics in the JAV? I can't remember. But Serene, listen, Serene broke my records. I just want to put that out there. Serene broke my hammer records at Purdue. She was, she's fun. Yes, she did. Y'all, Serene, baby, honey. Serene is amazing. And I think the work that she's doing now may be chiropractic work, I think. Serene, let us know, okay? But y'all check out Serene Ross. This is my teammate from Purdue. She said, I need you. This is my teammate from Purdue. And acupuncture. Okay. All right. And she broke my records. I think now I don't know, so Courtney broke my record and then you broke it, but I can't remember who else might have broke the records as well. So those are my teammates. I love them. We go way, way back. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining, Serene. You can get in contact with me. You know how to get in contact with me. All right. So thank you, Serene. Thank you, Nana Lee, Sharice, Karen, Kawan. Thank you, Erica, for joining. Shaquille, thank you so much for joining tonight, y'all. I'm super sad. Now, thank you, Dr. Brown, my apostolic mentor, for joining. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for joining. So I appreciate y'all. We'll see you next Thursday, right around that 8:30 time mark again. Don't forget to join our Alliance for Professional Coaches. When we open up the card, I'm going to drop it in the chat because I am expecting to mentor. Listen, I'm looking for at least 50 people to join. Again, it's $49 a month. That's our introductory cost. We are going to go up to $69 as the year turns. Okay. So I would say get in at the $49 because we'll go up to $69 because I'm dropping value. I'm giving value and I'm excited about it. All right. So I will see y'all next time.